This is your News Now Sports.
The Lima Locos have been on a tear of late as they are winners of 7 in a row. The Locos back home this evening for a doubleheader with the Galleon Graders before they embark on a 6-game road trip. To Simmons Field we go, Game 2 of this doubleheader. The Locos victorious in Game 1, winning 7-2. Carter Pori on the bump for Lima, and he's in trouble in the first. Bases loaded, 1 out, and a hot shot to third. Look at that diving grab by Jacob Pennington. He can't get to the bag to turn the double play, but that limits the damage as the Graders score just 1. It's 2-zip in the third. Bases loaded again for Pori, and this time he gets out of it with a strikeout. That keeps the Lima deficit at 2. Top 4, 1 on, no out. Pori gets a grounder to third. Pennington fields his throw to second, forces Tim Martin to adjust, and he does just that to turn an acrobatic double play. But the Locos need some offense, and in the bottom of the 5th, they get on the board as Jackson Miller wears one here. Randon Jernigan trots home, but that would be the Locos' only run of the evening as they fall 3-1. Other scores from the GLSCL tonight, an offensive slugfest in Salina as the Mariners score 15 runs but lose to Michigan Monarchs 19-15. Donald Stone tallies 2 hits and 5 RBIs in the losing effort, while New Bremen grad and current Ohio State Buckeye Luke Vonderhaar adds 3 hits and 2 RBI of his own. The Mariners are back in action on Tuesday night at Montgomery Field as they begin a 4-game series with the St. Clair Green Giants. To the big leagues we go. The Reds and Indians conclude their brief 2-game set in their final contest before the All-Star break. Bottom 2, Jose Iglesias rips one to deep center field. Greg Allen tracking it down, and he leaps up to make the grab. An incredible play by Allen to prevent Iglesias extra bases. Trevor Bauer approves of that. Top 5, the Indians get the bats going as Jake Bowers hammers one to straightaway center. That one is long gone. A 2-run shot for Bowers is his 11th to make it 4-zip Tribe. Bottom of the frame, the Reds looking for an answer, and they get one. Josh Van Meter cranks one to left center. This bounces off the wall. Jose Peraza being waved around from first. The throw to the plate sails as he is safe. Van Meter digs for third. He's in there with an RBI triple, but the Indians would pull away. Top 8, it's Allen doing it at the dish, blasting a 2-run shot into right. Cleveland rolls today. They win 11-1. In Detroit, the Tigers play their final game before the All-Star break, hoping to avoid being swept by the Red Sox. Bottom 1, Detroit strikes first as Nick Castellanos turns one into the left field corner. Victor Reyes flying around the bases. He scores all the way from first on the RBI double to put Detroit on top. That lead wouldn't last, though. Top 2, Christian Vasquez takes Gregory Soto deep to right center. A 2-run shot for the Boston catcher makes it a 2-1 ball game. In the 5th, the Sox add to it. Xander Bogaerts ripping one down the third baseline right here. Marco Hernandez will score. Mookie Betts tries it all the way from first, and he scores as well. The 2 RBI double puts Boston up 3. Bottom 8, 1 on 2 away for Brandon Dixon, and he gives the fans something to cheer about. A 2-run blast to left is his 12th of the year, but Boston completes the sweep with a 6-3 win. The battle for Chicago concludes today as the Cubs look to take 2 of 3 from the White Sox. Bottom 4, the White Sox get on the board first as Eloy Jimenez crushes one to straightaway center. His 16th of the season is a 2-run shot, making it 2-zip White Sox. More long balls in the 5th as with 2 away, Jose Abreu cranks a solo shot into the seats in right. That's his 21st of the season, putting the White Sox lead up to 3. In the 7th, the Cubs get on the board as former Indians prospect Robel Garcia demolishes a solo home run of his own. That's just his 2nd long ball of the year, but the Cubs can't complete the comeback as the White Sox win it 3-1. Switching over to the racetrack, the Coke Zero Sugar 400 was postponed yesterday, so they finish it up this afternoon. 19 laps to go in Stage 2. Kevin Harvick behind Brad Keselowski, and he gives him a tap that turns him into the wall. The Fords of David Reagan, Daniel Suarez, and Daniel Hemrick were also involved as the caution comes out. 41 laps to go now. Clint Boyer in tow of Austin Dillon. He moves out of the line, and Dillon moves down to block him when chaos ensues. 19 cars involved in this massive wreck, including Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. Weather would be the story once again today, though, as with 34 laps to go, the red flag comes out, and it wouldn't be removed. NASCAR calls the race, giving 20-year-old Justin Haley his first Cup Series win. To the links we go as the PGA Tour is in Minnesota today for the final round of the 3M Open. We begin at the par 5 18. Sungjae Im's third shot from the rough, and look at this as he holds the chip for eagle. An incredible shot from Im right there as he finishes at 14 under par, staying at 18. This is Bryson DeChambeau to take the lead into the clubhouse, and he's got it. A final round 66. He finishes at -20, and he's feeling good until Matthew Wolff has this eagle putt on 18 to take the lead and win the tournament, and he nails it. ice in the veins of Matthew Wolff as he eagles out to claim the 3M Open title. DeChambeau in disbelief as the 20-year-old claims his first career PGA Tour win in brilliant fashion. Finishing on the hardwood, NBA Summer League action tonight as the Cavs square off with the Bulls. Early first quarter, Naz Mitchell-Long penetrates, and then a nice feed to Marquise Bolden, who throws it down. Cleveland up early. Second half now, the Cavs turn it over, leading to a fast break for Michael Mulder. He throws down a sick reverse jam as we look at it once again. A gorgeous dunk, but the Cavs were not fazed late in the fourth. With the shot clock winding down, Mitchell-Long takes it to the rack for the bucket and the foul. Cleveland victorious tonight. They win it 82-75, Katie.
All right, thanks so much, Matt. We'll wrap things up after the break.